up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, day traders, closet swing traders? Whew, we got a Wednesday and we are bullish. I couldn't hear any of the sound on the video that I played. I don't know why. Can you guys hear me right now? Just type a quick one in the chat if you guys can hear me. Okay. All right, good. Did you guys hear the music for the video, or is it just me that just could not hear anything? You could? I don't know what's happening. But I mean, I was shocked when I couldn't hear the music. I was shocked when I opened up the charts this morning. I was like, "Woo, we got a bullish day ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen." So you guys are still piling into the room. Good morning, team. We got some early birds. We got Cam in the house. Good morning, Cam, Cedric, Corey, D, Emily Young's in the house. Good morning, Gregory Hill, Jill. Is that Met? It's all kind of one word. And V Gonzo, what is up? What is happening? Whew. Man, it's going to be an exciting day. It will be an exciting day. So let's start taking a look at just as some people kind of coming into the markets. We'll try to figure out what in the world is going on. What is happening in the markets today? Because it is going. I think today's going to be an extremely fun day. I think it's going to be a crazy fun day. If I could type symbols into the chat, that would be great. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. So clearly we are gapping up in the overall market pretty much massively, which I don't know if I trust the gap so much. Like we're gapping right into some decent moving averages for sure. It technically is a retest gap. So it's got a good possibility, especially right here. You have a little bit of resistance from the bottom of the opening of this one candle. If obviously we start to break out at all, if we start to push at all past 458.24, I mean, the market is pretty much back on bullish feet. So we'll see what happens, but technically it is a retest gap. It is a massive gap in the market. Technically, when there's way too much excitement, you go a little bit slower, but as we start to pull up some individual companies, you'll see why it's a little suspect that this gap might not actually fade at least right away. It might make me be a little bit patient, but like even on the Qs, if we're looking back at the Qs and we're looking for the highest volumes, I mean, right there, right? Those two are the highest. You got a little bit of extra volume there. Where we're gapping is above all of those. So we're above all the bigger plummet, the world is ending type sell-offs, all of that. I mean, huge bullish sentiment there. Again, it is a little bit of a retest. This one is pushing right into that 21 EMA. I do expect some kind of a fade. I mean, the markets themselves look like they have a good shot of pulling back at least a little bit in the morning, coming in for some kind of retest. Some of the stocks that we'll take a look at is like AMD. So like pre-market this morning, AMD looked pretty terrific. I was like, if this thing could get past this one, what's the high of this candle? 130.06, because that is our highest volume. And right now we're still rocking above it. So we'll see if we can hold. We're about 6 cents higher than it. But that means anybody that did short in this candle, they're still hanging in, and they're all underwater. That's a huge volume spike for AMD. I believe it's one of the largest that they've had in a very, very long time. So AMD might be a contender for something to run. The good news is it is gapping up, at least for now. We'll see where this thing opens, but it will be playable at open. I like that volume. So you could even see Peloton yesterday, and we have the mentor group that I host on Mondays. We spent maybe 15 minutes of the mentor group on Monday analyzing Peloton, and like this volume, like this looks like small volume right now compared to what we did on volume yesterday. But even though like it's a shaky company, obviously, like they got some issues, they have some buyout rumors, things like that. But this gaps up, clears all of those pivots. That volume came in. And so I was telling the group, I was like, you could honestly set an order now. This is about 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I was like, if this thing breaks, you even see the line still on the chart. If this thing breaks, this thing has a chance to go absolutely nuts. So we were definitely had our eyes on Peloton for the break. So even if we gap into, like, let's say some of those days with the higher volume candles, I mean, this was extraordinary volume for Peloton, and yesterday was just absolutely killer. Probably has some room to continue out higher as well, but we'll see. Just so many shorts in this thing. Like it is prime for a little bit of a squeeze. Nothing like GameStop or anything like that, but yeah, we were looking at this one and we're like, we can set the order now. I mean, you just play that candle. If you get triggered, this thing has a good shot of running. So we've mapped it out for like 2 hours. I think it would have got us right to $40. So a lot of the things that I'm still seeing, like with that AMD, if we're gapping above that volume, the shorts don't really have too much of a chance. I mean, the only thing with this one, obviously, Peloton is down just massive. But that's still, I mean, in the history of AMD, that's still a lot, right? So this thing has potential to move like crazy today. Let's take a look at NVIDIA, same industry, but this one's gapping up. See, this one I just would like to gap a little bit higher. We're definitely breaking some of the volume candles, but really we already broke those over here. And right where we're at least opening right now, still inside the range. We have a couple moving averages. So today I do like AMD a little bit better than on NVIDIA, but we'll see. Tesla. So like I probably won't want to play, but I'm gonna get tempted on AMD. I know. I got the devil on the left shoulder, like, just do it. YOLO into the play. Do it. Like, calm down. Tesla has a gap up. We're not really clearing the pivots or the tweezers or the wicks or whatever you want to call it. We're still kind of in that range. We're very, very close. I would have loved to see if we could get past this. And this might be a spot during the day. If we get anywhere past really 448.30, somewhere in that range, Tesla does have a shot to continue decently higher. I mean, probably the max today we see is 979 if we can get up there. But Tesla's definitely no stranger of a $50 move. So I could see that. This one, again, I'd probably be waiting for a little bit of a fade. It is gapping higher today. So we could play it in the morning. The moving averages of the 10 EMA is going to be a little out of sync, I think, if we want to play it short. Otherwise, we have no choice to really look at anything else but bullish on Tesla for that, at least that strategy. But I kind of prefer to fade down and then continue shooting up higher. With Apple, Kristen K's in the house. What's up, Kristen K? With Apple, looks freaking phenomenal. Phenomenon. It's just a phenomenal. Man, what's the high of this candle? I'm not even concerned about the highs of yesterday anymore. I'm just concerned, like, what's happening? 160, 176.24. So right now, again, we'll see. We have a long time. We got 21 more minutes before this market opens. But if we're opening, or even if we don't, but we start getting above this little wick, I mean, at least could get up to 178.93 would be my target. I mean, we could, even though this is a very intimidating gap that we've moved so much, even on a wave count basis. I mean, if there's a big old 1, 2, 3, we do get any kind of selling at the beginning, or give me like 20 minutes and then we get some selling, that could be a 4, and then we just pump one more time. So that would be a key number, just kind of breaking that wick. Not so much on the volume end of things. Volume was really here. We have a gap and go from I believe this was earnings. So strong gap and go. That's looking probably for some continuation. Apple, I think, is still a relatively safe play. If we take a look at Delta, DAL, and I believe this is one of the last ones for the 6 that we look at. So if you guys have other stocks that are gapping or moving, you guys could throw that into the YouTube chat. Good morning. We got Kelly in YouTube. What's up, Kelly? Or we could throw it into the regular chat as well. Either way, I'll catch it. I'll see what you guys are saying. That's right. I'm not a robot. I'm human. I can read things. It's debatable. It's debatable, but we'll see. At least worst case, I'll try to interpret what you guys are saying. So Delta is a good gap up. I mean, we've been just running on these things. probably this one I would definitely be expecting a little bit more of a fade, I think. If this thing does run at all, probably 43.53 is the high. We are in this little gap from over here, but obviously that one was one that got filled. We're looking good. We did break out. Probably lots of room on Delta for swing trades. If this thing starts pulling back, I think we were looking at this one over here. I think we were looking at like the break here. I'm not sure if anybody hopped in, but 40.71 looked good for Delta, just making those higher lows. Corey wants to look at Z. Let's take a look at Z. Zillow. Was this earnings or just gapping because it feels good today? Man, I feel like everybody just feeling good today. Whew. Unless you shorten things, then maybe not so much. So Z, yes, it's not big, Corey. I would much rather, especially with the way that the market is gapping. So like up at that, even now is probably not high enough for me yet. I like this hammer, possible little S curve. If this thing could at all clear, and I don't know if it happens today, probably it's a little bit of a slower moving trade. We'll see. But yeah, if this thing could clear the hammer here, which is anything above 50.60, I would say it's a little bit more of a buy. Not so much crazy in the volume. You're still kind of inside. So in a worst case, I think this one could fade down. Look for the fade. If you want to play it long for continuation, that would be the way to do that. I don't think there's enough risk to reward to take a short at open, but I would at least be patient on just trying to get in there. But it's kind of just trading sideways still inside that little bit of a range. And I just think there's more opportunity in the market with everything just running for the most part bullish. And this thing is just getting only a little bit of love. Guardy Love, speaking of love, Guardy Love says ANF. Take a look at ANF. And either Alex in YouTube is saying good morning or GM. Either way, good morning to you. And we'll also take a look at GM just to cover all the bases. That's what we do at Real Life Trading. I don't know where this one's going to open. ANF. It says up there, this is gonna be a lighter trade as far as pre-market goes. So where this thing actually opens, I'm not sure. The spread is almost about $2 on ANF. If we're looking for a swing trade, though, it's not bad. I mean, if we do open up anywhere in this like 40, 41, a little above 41, so like 41.05, this could be a runner. But again, it is a retest gap. You do have a little bit of resistance up on this chart. So even if you want to day trade it, I personally, probably the volume's a little too light for me, but for a day trade, for a swing trade, no issues with it. I would just wait for that gap to close. I think that's a gap that can definitely close before it starts running. So I'd be a little patient at open with that one. And again, I'm just not sure exactly where that prints on the open. For the 10 EMA, well, the 10 EMA we can't really do yet. I mean, we have 6 stocks that we're looking for, so this one would not qualify. But 10 EMA, we'd have to wait for the open, and then we want to see a first. If we want to take it bullish, yeah. So you can wait for the first red candle to come in bearish, and then try to take the break of that. If you want to head bullish, bullish definitely seems like the direction. We have great support down here. It has run a little bit, and it's a rather strong move yesterday. So some people, especially on that breakout, for a retest purpose, if you have enough time and patience, which if we could all develop that, we'd be just better people in society altogether. It'd be crazy. But we have 39.88 would be probably the entry price I'd be looking for. So just even a little retest of this candle, just kind of matching up with the top of that pivot. That would be my entry for me trying to get in on this thing. Woodshed in the house. Square. We got Square, aka Block, aka out of business. We'll see. But little bit of a gap there. Yeah, it's coming into right now, at least where this opens, it's coming into a little bit of resistance from this previous pivot. I can see a little double bottom, but even this double bottom still technically making lower lows. Good volume candles though. Let me see. The volume might be I wish this had gapped a little bit higher. I was going to make a strong case that if this thing breaks at all, really like 110.39, I would say at least we're trapping a lot more bears in this thing. So I think it just has to go a little bit higher. I think there's still more opportunities out there. I don't want to be the first one to jump in. First one touches the knife, gets cut. It's crazy how that works. But you're looking for the break above the pew pew pew. I know I also got a ton of lines on square. I spent like a whole day yesterday just deleting lines. I just didn't pull up square though. Which just says I like knives. I know you do. You should be a juggler. Yeah, it's just still downtrending. I think it just needs a little bit more time. A little bit. That was the trend break that you're looking for a pew 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 play. That was the retest. I can see it starting to get ready, but yeah, once we break that volume, I'd be just a lot happier person. But I'm always happy, so I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Ryan in YouTube says, "Good morning." Right, please. Man, that's some manners. I like how you say please after that. Is gorgeous. Man, we can't find manners like that. Straight up gentleman. This one looks decent. Yep. I do have some Riot. I've been just bag holding Riot. Not because I love it, just because it does weird things. And I'm like, oh, maybe one day. But then it goes up higher. I don't ever sell it. Yeah, I like this gap actually a lot. So this one out of the open, again, it is a retest. We're going to get a lot of those retest weird plays in there. But it's not gapping too far from the open. This technically could have been a little bit of retest. We'll have to see. It did run like a beast yesterday. But I like the fact that we're breaking this one candle on a daily. Right, will definitely be on the list to look for. Is coin getting the same love? Yeah, I like Riot. Oh, coin. Coin's been sneaky. So I know some of you guys are sleeping on coin, but coin's been moving 162.20 all the way back up to wherever we are now, 212. We got a little bit of a higher low. We're making higher highs, and we have a little bit of a gap fill potential. So really, we'll be looking for like a 220 target. That's an $8 move on coin. And the high of this candle, which is the biggest massive volume that they've ever had in their entire history of being a coin, 210.19. So we'll be looking for 210, and we're way above that. Coin Riot, cryptos I think are moving too. So like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I see people keep pumping an Ethereum Classic. I'm not really sure why, but I'd rather just buy Ethereum. But you know, I'm hoping Ethereum Classic works out. Hey, just joined. Are we on the move for the SPY? Yeah, SPY's moving, but again, it is a retest. The entire market is just ripping, and we do have a little bit of resistance here. So I do think maybe we get some kind of a retest. We'll see. That's a lot of people being profitable yesterday. Anybody that held anything bullish is going to be profitable. What happens when you wake up and you have no idea what's going on, but you just have more money in your account than the day before? My guess is you probably just want to lock those profits and just try to reassess situations. So it is a very good, very, very strong gap in the market. I think we might see a little selling in the broader market, but a lot of individual stocks were very close. Coin and Riot, actually, they're probably some of my favorites. So I'm going to keep some of those up on my screen. Again, official trades are taking 10 EMA, but unfortunately for YouTube people, I will be ending with you guys in about 11 minutes. We're just kind of doing the pre-market analysis, but in the rooms, if I do take any trades, I will, of course, let you guys know if it's, a personal trade that's not a real 10 EMA strategy, but I'll definitely keep those on the screen as well. DKNG, oh yeah, Rock. Whew. That's a gap. I sent Rock a message the other day. I go, man, I'm going to start adding some DraftKings. I don't know if it's going to work or if I'm sitting through some more losses, but I like anything above this candle. Similar type feel to Peloton. So this one, the high of this one is 22.82. So really, we're probably going to need this one a little bit higher, but even the start to break this candle, I'll be intrigued at least, but that's the candle I'm looking for. We got up there once. We kind of came down for a retest. I think the second time, especially making higher lows. Super Bowl, baby. Who you guys got? Throw that in the chat. I'm going to take Cincinnati +4. This this is not financial advice, but I like Cincinnati +4 with the under. That's what I'm saying. Rock is just going Tom Brady. The only way you can watch Tom Brady's ESPN Classics. That's it. That's the only way. No more. No, yeah, he'll be back. Giselle gonna be like, all right, no, you go ahead, Tom Brady. I don't know if I like you being home so much. You better get out there on that field, Tom Brady. Rock likes the Rams. She's gonna get sick of him. No. You got a lot of Super Bowl rings. You can't get sick of Tom Brady. People are gonna start having a mutiny against me if I keep saying stuff about Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what else we got. XOM. We'll just take a look at some other stocks. Oil not really doing anything. Probably more bearish on XOM than anything, especially with the market ripping. If we get a pullback, I imagine XOM probably going to sell off a little bit further. All right, ECO, nothing. KO doing a little damage, so small little gap up there. HLLO. I don't know if that's a sticker symbol or you saying hello. Either way, hello. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging out with me early in the morning. Snapchat. We'll take a look at the Snap. The Snaposaurus. Just hanging out. Probably a small retest. Probably look for a little bit of a fade. But probably not bad to continue to add to some Snapchat for long-term positions or for swing trades. I like that. Facebook has a long way to go. Facebook, Meta, the metaverse. The only way, like if you have Facebook, the only way you see in profits in a bullish direction on Facebook for a while is if you actually put on the Oculus glasses. I think that's the only way you're going to see profits for a while. I wouldn't catch the falling knife. I would stay away for a better setup. Yes, it's low. Doesn't mean it has to go higher. I don't think so. But Facebook is kind of like, ooh, Airbnb, let's go, baby. There's a suggestion I like. I got me some Airbnb for sure. I like Airbnb. They do have earnings coming out soon, but they did go profitable last quarter. So I would expect the same type of thing. I think most of their initial expenses is in technology. Technology is one of those things where once you have it built, it doesn't cost as much to maintain. Everybody knows Airbnb. It's got that little brand name. This is definitely gapping into a little bit of resistance today, and it was a bullish day. I probably on this one would look for a fade. But for the long term, yeah, I'm definitely picking up some more Airbnb. I like anything, honestly, under 180, which I'll just kind of contribute every single month. I'm like, cool, just average down. But in the long term, I think Airbnb should be a much, much higher value than or stock price than where it is currently at. So I do like Airbnb. If you're looking to day trade it, probably looking for a fade. So if you want to take a short, it's got some room to a short side. And then if you want to reverse, you could do that. Honestly, I'd just like to go long on Airbnb. So we'll see. Neo. I haven't looked at Neo in like 18 months. What is Neo doing? Neo. Gapping above a lot of bearish candles. Decent looking gap for sure. That's a good breakout. This one I would love this gap a little bit higher, but again, I'd probably play this one with the market. So we have a heavy volume sell day there. That's why I would like this one. Just if this one gapped at like 2602-ish, somewhere in that zone, that would be much appreciative. We do have some moving averages coming down on it, but that is a pretty nice gap. I do think this one probably fades today though. So the way I would play that, if you want to play it long, I would wait for like a first 5-minute red candle to come in and then set your entries above it so that this way, if it does sell and you want to go bullish, you're not just getting trapped immediately. Just wait for that first red candle and then take the break. Trap some more shorts that come in on that thing. Well, I got thick as swim, so I can't pull up the currency. Yeah, I don't have the currency on this one, so I cannot pull that one up right now without switching over to TradingView. And we only have 4 minutes left in the market, so I cannot take a look at that one for right now. But if you want to shoot me an email, dan@reallifetrading.com, I'll take a look and I'll actually just shoot you an email as to what I think when I get some minute to kind of analyze that chart. For all you other guys, if you have not checked out reallifetrading.com, make sure you guys go on. If you want to learn to read these charts, understand the charts, get a better feeling when you're in trades to make sure you're not just jumping out of trades too quickly without where you can just lock in way more profit, but you see a little bit of green and now all of a sudden you're like, no, I need to get out. I'm freaking out. If you want to learn to calm yourself down because you have a little bit more confidence in your trading, then make sure you check out reallifetrading.com. We have all of the courses, education free, beginner's class, intermediate, advanced. We have tons and tons of other things, option courses, futures, golf. Yeah, future Arabia has been killing future courses this week. Man, so much stuff going on. It's crazy. But you guys could check that out or not. It's up to you. But in a worst case scenario, I mean, we got some crazy amount of people watching on YouTube right now, and I got 12 likes. I got 12 like resistance. I need you guys to like and hit the subscribe button for if you guys appreciate any of the content. I know you're out there, even if you're just attending. If you're attending my meeting right now, I need a like on that YouTube for sure. Make sure you guys also hit the subscribe button because every day when we do go live, you will get notified. It will pop up to the top of the YouTube for you, so you'll see it. And everybody likes convenience too. Yeah, nobody wants to search for anything. It's crazy. But we'll see what happens. We're going to switch over to the 3-minute chart for myself on the non-extended hours. Let's go. Neo. No, Woodshot, you hold things, you just hold things too long. You see green and you're like, nah, it's just never enough. But, we're working on it. That's how you make your $1 million for sure. All right, so Neo, I got switched on over to the green. Yeah, we got 10 more likes coming in. Man, that's just 10 more people that feel me. I love that. That's awesome. All right, we got NVIDIA. Let's see which ones at open do I want to look at. AMD for sure, but AMD did dip a little bit too much, so I'm going to be patient on AMD at open. Tesla at open. Let's see where that one is. Tesla, I think it had to gap a little bit higher than it did, so I'm going to be waiting for a fade to come in on this one. Not really gapping to the exact breakout resistance, but it is not looking horrible. We might see a little retest of that. NVIDIA did want to, and all of these things we can trade at open if we want to, but again, they're already starting to pull back. So I'm going to wait for them to pull back a little bit. Maybe make something on AMD if we could get if we could get back above this 130.27, I might set some kind of order. We will see. And NVIDIA is dropping back a little bit. So some early morning profit taking. I think the trend is still bullish, but again, yeah, you have a lot of people that bought yesterday. They're all sitting positive. They going out, they buy new yachts. You cannot buy yachts on hopes and dreams. You have to cash in your stocks to take out the cash to be able to do that. And in a worst case, if they don't have enough yet, they're just going to roll that right into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And man, why not just recycle your profits? That's crazy. But all you guys on YouTube, thank you for joining me. I'm going to close down the chat right now just as the morning bell is about to open. I will personally be back with you guys next Wednesday. And for the morning room, I am with you guys all day. So we'll buckle up and navigate these markets together.